Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back on another episode of the Lewis Sports Network. Hope you guys can hear me. It is your boy Lewis coming at you with some breaking news with another banger with yet another video. Make sure to smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure your notifications are turned on. Again, make sure that you guys are sharing this on your social media. Breaking news for football fans everywhere. Shout out to my man Kid Glory, wherever you at. I hope that you're excited because breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, Cam Newton has signed a one-year deal with the New England Patriots. Reports are that the deal is worth 1 year for $7.5 million. Once again, let me know who is in the building right now. Appreciate it. Shout out to Chiefs fans. Shout out to Daniel Berry. Shout out to Papa Chulo Chad. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Again, smash the like, hit that subscribe. Yo, Patriots fans, shout out to the Warrior. Hey, you may think he is, man, but the breaking news is he is a former Carolina Panther. He is now a New England Patriot. It's crazy. So, Patriots fans, what do you guys think, man? Cam Newton has been now. He has had injuries. Cam Newton is 30 years old. Players around the NFL have already reacted to this news. If you look at, let me just go check real quick. Adam Schefter is the one who put the news out. So, again, according to reports, Cam Newton has reached a $7.5 million 1-year deal contract with the New England Patriots. It's unbelievable, right? Again, guys, smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure you're sharing this on your social media. So the Warrior thinks this is to keep us distracted. Who knows? It possibly could be. But, I think that's what probably it could be. Who knows what it is? But he is a New England Patriot. Shout out to Kid. I was hoping you come through, bro, because I'm wondering what you think about this. And shout out to Road Dogg in the building. He says 2020 keeps on getting crazier, man. That's facts. So what are the Patriots getting with Cam Newton right now? So what they get is they get a former Super Bowl MVP who led the Panthers to a 15-1 record for that 2014-2015 season. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Low Key T in the building. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. Show the brother some love. And so I get that Cam Newton got that. He's got that Cynthia hair from Rugrats going on, but the man is a pretty good player. What are the Patriots getting from Cam? They're getting an athletic quarterback. They're getting a quarterback who can, he can pretty much run. That's how good he is. Now I know that his completion percentage of 59% is not great, so I do understand that. I do understand that, but he is a winner. He's 68-55 in his career as an NFL starter, so he is a winner. He's been to the Super Bowl. He was a Rookie of the Year in 2011, former #1 overall pick. And he led the Panthers to the Super Bowl with a 15-1 record. Now, I get it. They did have a good defense. Also, he brings charisma. I don't know how that's going to fly in the Patriot system, but I think with the Patriots, let me know what you guys think right now. I know the Warrior is not too, he's not too fond of it, and I can understand that. And again, shout out to everybody in the chat. But I think that, I think for me, it's big because now the Patriots have a quarterback. We were looking at the Bills as the team that could possibly now take over the division now that Tom Brady, who spent 20 years with that franchise, is now a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Gronk came out of retirement to sign with the Buccaneers, but now, they get themselves a Pro Bowl quarterback again in Cam Newton, and he's still young. And shout out to Juicy Man in the building, and make sure you guys go subscribe to Juicy Man and his channel. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him as well. But this is huge. Shout out to Karam in the building. Appreciate you coming through. Had to bring this breaking news. What is this? What do you guys think? What does this mean for the AFC East? And I'm pretty sure, do you think that Cam is now going to be a starter in the NFL now that he's there? Because I think he gives the Patriots a different dimension, especially at quarterback. It's an emergency stream. Because Cam is making news everywhere right now. It's crazy, right? But I will say this. I think in terms of the AFC East, I think we're going to have to kind of hold up a little bit just because I think that I have to wait and see what Cam is, though. Kid Glory says if he can get back to his MVP self, then he will be all right. I give Cam a chance because he definitely has something to prove. And I think being with Bill Belichick, I think is going to benefit him more. Now, if you look at Cam's career, he has been a reliable quarterback. The only standout season that he really had was his rookie season. He threw for what 4,051 yards. So that's been his only 4,000 yard season. If you look at his MVP season, it was great because he had what 35 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, threw for 3,837 yards. So Cam has been a reliable. He's been a winning quarterback. He's been a reliable quarterback at the very least in terms of like what he can do. I just think that a guy like him, you getting a former MVP to be part of that Patriots system is going to be huge. And the crazy thing is, man, what is it that you're worried about? My only question with Cam Newton is going to be his focus. Hopefully, because he does have something to prove, I think that Cam will is rejuvenated and he isn't on a new team. He will get a new start. He says, "I'm worried about what Stidham will be now." Yeah, because Jared Stidham was supposed to get the starting job, but now that Cam is there, it's like he just goes right back to the bench. Um, and he was looking forward to see what Stidham would have done without Brady. True. And I was wondering what the Patriots were going to do without Tom Brady. And I think that they were still going to make the playoffs. But it's like now that they get Cam Newton, what does this do, for them? So I think that this is a big signing. With what's going on in the 2021 season, this is big. This is big. Again, smash the like, hit that subscribe. Breaking news once again. Cam Newton is now officially a New England Patriot, 1 year, $7.5 million deal. You know, it's crazy that the Panthers treated him like crap in terms of the way he exited out. And I remember when they did an all-time, Panthers. I think on Twitter, I think they showed it. They had, I think it was Steve Smith. They had Lou Kuechly, and I think they had Julius Peppers as all-time great Carolina Panthers, and Cam wasn't even included. I felt like that was messed up because I'm like, Cam is an MVP quarterback. I said Cam helped lead your team to the Super Bowl. It wasn't the only Super Bowl that you went to because you went to the Super Bowl with Jake Delhomme, but it was like, he did it as an MVP. He was able to do it as an MVP. So that's crazy. You gotta give Cam credit for that. I mean, he's also your all-time, rusher in Panthers history. So um we would be the favorites to win the division, but it's still a guarantee. Are you yeah, he is a Patriot. He is a Patriots fan. He is a Patriots fan. He is a Patriots fan. That's right. Kid is a Patriots fan. Like I said, this is a huge signing for the Patriots, man. Very huge signing. The Panthers and Cam been having problems for at least a year now, so it's been tension. Yeah, yeah, no, that I know. I know there's been tension between the team, but I felt like that they didn't include Cam as a way to kind of stick it to him because they've been having tension. But I still think that despite that issue, they really should have tried to include him at the very least in terms of great Panthers. I just think that's a little messed up considering what Cam's done for your franchise. I mean, former number one pick. Um, I still think that to me, in a sense, that's kind of messed up. I really do feel bad though, with this 1 year deal. And I know it is 1 year, but the fact that Jarrett Stidham now has to sit back down again, when I felt like he also has something to prove that he didn't have to do that, how he was going to do without, Tom Brady being there. I mean, Tom Brady won 6 Super Bowls in 20 years with that franchise, with the Patriots. Obviously, with the coaching, with the players he played with, obviously, being with Bill Belichick as long as he has, but the fact that Gronk came out of retirement and was able to sign with him, with Brady, to the Bucks. But now the fact that they make this splash, I know Madden's going to be huge this year. I mean, I know that people are upset with the way the Madden gameplay is, but I pretty much know that it's going to be a thing, man. It's not a guarantee. No, it's not a guarantee. But the thing is, it does create news. The reason that people are big on this signing is because of the potential that it has now that he's going to be in that system. Honestly, Cam let me down. No way the Panthers should have lost to the Broncos in the Super Bowl after that. Things haven't been the same since. Yeah, that's true. Cam didn't play great. The defense dominated Cam, so he did not play great. But now that the fact that he gets to be with that coaching staff, that's huge. This is really big. Do you guys still think that this is the this is still the AFC East for the Bills to win? Because I feel like there's still no excuse for the Bills, even though they got Cam. Because you have to see how Cam does with this team. He hasn't played football in damn near what 2 years, due to injuries. I mean, Cam is what only 30 years old because his birthday was what last month on May 11th. So he still got something to, but he does have something to prove. Yeah, Karam is a Cowboys fan. That's what's up, man. Su- surprised not any more Patriots fans that smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's really this is a it's a surprise, man. How do you guys anticipate this NFL season to be? Do you guys think that there's going to be a 16 game season, or do you think it's going to be a 12-game season? Another thing that's going to help Cam, I think, is the fact that, again, for a lot of these football players, there's going to be no fans in the arena. So the only thing that they're going to be worried about is who they're talking to when they call the plays. They're going to be worried about their coaching staff. They're going to be worried about the opponents that they're facing. There's really going to be no fans. So honestly, this is really the only thing that he has to worry about. And I think that to me is going to be one of the things that will help Cam focus. And like I said, athleticism wise, it helps the Patriots because it gives them a new dynamic at quarterback that they never really had. Also, you get a guy who can run on the ground, so it's going to really help with the running game. They could probably do some more zone reads, with Cam because Cam still has the legs. I got to see how he runs, but if he shows any part of at least athletic Cam Newton, he's going to be able to extend plays and extend drives, with the Pats. I think with the coaching staff, they can help him with his mechanics and not try to, because I know Cam tends to throw the ball really hard. And I really think that it's possible that Cam's completion percentage actually improves in this system. Shout out to Sports Expert and make sure you guys, subscribe to his channel. Cam won't be the same anyway. Any way you look at it. So I'll give him a few games before I say if he was a good pick for us. But I always like Cam. But like I said, there's things that he already brings. So we got to look at it from a positive perspective, at least with Cam. The negative stuff we'll worry about, once, this whole thing starts. But I think this is huge. And by the way, guys, I'm actually not even doing this on my laptop. I'm actually doing this from my phone. And shout out to StreamYard for, this new feature. I can now go live, from my phone or my tablet without having to go on the laptop. I mean, I'm still going to be able to do that, but I am going to be able to, go live like on the phone if I have to do things on the quick run. So this is actually huge. So I'm actually happy that this is happening. I'm really glad that StreamYard does this, and shout out to StreamYard for this. But again, salute to people that have been able to come in the chat. Yeah, he hasn't had another MVP season since 2015 because he kind of hasn't. Cam has been good. He just hasn't really had standout seasons. Like I said, the really two standout seasons he had were his MVP season in 2015 and then his rookie season in 2011. 2011, he threw for 4,000 yards, like I said in the beginning of the stream, and that was the only season that he threw for 4,000 yards. Kevin James says, Cam Newton, 400% 2-year deal with the Patriots. Yes, thank God. Shout out to Kevin James coming through the chat. Appreciate you coming through. Again, guys, smash the like and hit the subscribe. Kevin, are you a Patriots fan? I'm guessing you are. And I know this is great news for you guys. So this is good. Karam says Bill Belichick pulled it off. Yeah, man. Bill Belichick, man. I don't know what is it with this guy. He's been 20 years with that Patriots franchise, and I guess 20 plus if he's been there from the before the 2000 season. But Bill Belichick once again pulled a Houdini and pulled the rabbit out the hat and was able to get this guy Cam Newton. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. And so the NFL stars have already reacted to Cam Newton coming on here. We got Jamal Adams, who, many people think that uh, it's possible that he should either stay with the Jets or either get traded to another team. So Jamal Adams, he reacted and he said, let's see, he said he salutes Coach Belichick for pulling that move, man. It's real. There should be more Patriots fans, man. Like, y'all just got Cam Newton, man. It's Greg Olsen, his former tight end on the Panthers, said he couldn't be happier for Cam. He's glad that he's getting another chance. The Patriots are getting a stud at quarterback. So that's what Greg Olsen said. Dwayne Haskins, the quarterback for the Redskins, and I'm interested to see what he's going to be because I know that he didn't do too great last year. But he said, yeah, man. He said that's that heat. Twitter.com, and again, Adam Schefter was the one with the reports. And I gotta say, man, Cam, I think is gonna really look good in that Pats jersey. He kind of looks good in that Pats jersey. Oh yeah, that's right, kid. He drew the sleight of hand and did a quick draw. All right, shout out to Kevin James. He says he's a big Patriots fan and a Super Bowl. He's got a Super Bowl hat and a Super Bowl T-shirt. All right, man, appreciate it. If you haven't, Kevin, man, subscribe to the channel. If you already are, appreciate you being here. Like I said, appreciate you being here. Surprised there's no more Patriots fans out here, man, but it's crazy. Everybody's reacting to Cam Newton right now being a New England Patriot. We got primetime Joe Main Mixon. He said Cam is in a great situation. Oh, both the McCourty trends, Devin and Jason McCourty, sorry. They said, man, they just had the eyes open. They got the eye emoji. Oh man, Des Bryant, who's also still out there, and he's trying to get back into the NFL. I'm wondering if anybody would take a chance on Des Bryant. I'm wondering with that too, because he's still out there. Again, guys, smash the like, hit that subscribe button. I'm telling you, man, Cam looks really good with that Patriots helmet on and that jersey. It really looks good on him. So yeah, Des Bryant. Jonathan Stewart, he says, so happy for Cam. Everybody came back. Shout out to Jay Jefferson in the building. Appreciate you, man. Hit the like, smash this. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Everyone is about to witness a comeback season like no other. So I'm wondering if he's going to come back and become a comeback player of the year. Yeah, that's right, man. Offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels, he about to be in his bag with Cam Newton for real. Hey, she came out like Superman, like Cam. Think about that too. I mean, think about it. Like I said, appreciate you coming through, Jay. And Kevin said that he does look nice in that jersey. I can't lie, man. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Yeah, for real. Antonio Brown. I said Anthony. Antonio Brown's trying to get back as well. I know he's been working out with Deion Sanders and Primetime said he's going to try to pitch him to come back. Kid says Layla was in the last stream, right? Lewis, how she been hiding for weeks and appeared out of nowhere like Superman. Crazy. You could call Cam Superman himself, right? Kid Glory says AB is also trying to get back. Karan says that he was shocked when he saw this breaking news. Shout out to Fire Blitz Productions. He says, why does he look so much like Deshaun Watson in that uniform? Really? Maybe it's because of the face. Maybe that's what. Maybe it's because of the face. But shout out to Fire Blitz for coming through. Again, guys, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button as you guys are coming in. Kid Glory says, what happened to this? He should have never been out the league, Lewis. I can't believe he ain't been playing. That's true. Shout out to Chiefs fan. He says, when is the next trivia? I will let you know. It'll be sometime this week. I just gotta remember that one's gonna be a movie trivia. So make sure you guys pull up for that one. But that'll be a movie trivia. So that's gonna be the next trivia. If you're into movies, make sure you guys pop through and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we will be talking movies. So if you guys are big movie heads, make sure to pop through. Hey man, Kevin James, I gotta ask you, bro. Do you think that now your Patriots possibly have an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl? I said that they're a playoff team. I don't know if they're gonna do that yet. And again, shout out to Fire Blitz Productions. Again, guys, smash that like and hit that subscribe button. Jay says the Patriots must provide Cam with some weapons though at the wideout position though. Yeah, they are a little bit weak at wide receiver. But you know, Tom Brady was able to work with the wide receivers that he had. I'm wondering, like I said, I think we're gonna get the best out of Cam in this system. It's obviously a wait and see for Cam Newton, but I honestly believe that the best of Cam Newton might possibly come, with the Patriots right now. Yeah, they do lack receivers. I will say that they really do lack receivers. Yeah, I was just at no, no. I was just asking Kevin, kid, because since he is a huge Patriots fan, but I honestly, and I know you are one as well, but I said that they're going to be a playoff team. Um, they do have Edelman, yeah, that's true, but I feel like he's their best receiver, and he reminds me a lot of Wes Welker. This Julian Edelman, because the Patriots really hide him well, especially when they put him in the slot. Um, but they still to me they don't really have a number. They lack a number one receiver, that's for sure. They really do need a go-to receiver. Um, Kid Glory says that would be epic if they could go to the Super Bowl. I would be shocked if they actually made it to the Super Bowl. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. I'd be shocked if they were to make the Super Bowl. I would be shocked. Super Bowl, no, but he says a playoff team. They should try to trade for Tyler Lockett. Tyler would be so good. Yo, Fire Blitz, you're speaking facts. Shout out to Jay in the building. Appreciate you. You're speaking facts because I like Tyler Lockett a lot. Um, obviously he's with the Seahawks, but they get Tyler Lockett. He would be a very nice addition for the Patriots. I agree with that. Hell, I would like him on my Giants, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But um, their defense is solid. They did lose some players on defense though, but I think were they able to pick up some players in the draft. But they're like I said, with that system, because of the system they have in with Bill Belichick and with the coaching staff, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine on defense. I think they'll still be solid on defense. Their offense needs work though. Um, Jay says that Des Bryant had a hard time getting separation from DBs. That's why it's part of the reason why he's not on the team. And he is selfish. His attitude is a major problem. I do agree with you on that. I feel like if he's somebody who can fix his attitude, I mean, he is a good receiver, but he does have a difficult time getting separation, though. But he is a good route runner. I will say that about Des Bryant. One of the things I do like about Des, he does run good routes. But yeah, he does have a hard time getting separation, man. Oh, Wildfire, you're a Giants fan too? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate that, man. That's what's up. That's cool. He says they should try to trade. It's true. I would love Tyler Lockett to be on our team though, because I'm an avid Giants fan. Shout out to Jay once again in the building. Appreciate you coming through. Karam says Stephon Gilmore is one of the best cornerbacks in the league. Oh, that's come on, man. He's a very smart corner. Come on, Stephon Gilmore. He's arguably the best corner in the league. Arguably. Um, Karam says our defense is stellar, but we got problems with our offense. Yeah, Lewis, the AFC have a few teams on the rise. I want to see what Baltimore does. I mean, Baltimore was already on the rise already. They won 14 games last year. What I'm trying to see with Baltimore is can they go to the Super Bowl? And for me, this guy, Lamar Jackson, I want to see his evolution as a quarterback. I want to see him throw more to Marquise Brown. I would like to see him throw to Miles Boykins. They also do need a number one receiver, though. I still, and like I said before, Antonio Brown makes any team better. It's crazy. If Antonio Brown did not have that situation, imagine this, guys. Imagine, all right, all right, it's cool, man. I hope you subscribe to the channel if you haven't, Fire Blitz, but I appreciate you being here, though. I appreciate you being here. It's good to know that we got another Giants fan, though. I appreciate that. Again, guys, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't. Again, giving you breaking news. Cam Newton has signed a 1 year, $7.5 million contract with the New England Patriots. Kevin James says, I was mad a little when I heard about that Gronkowski wanted the Buccaneers. He should have stayed retired. the crazy part about that, Kevin, I was really surprised because he was just in the WWE. And he was doing some segment where he was 24/7 champion. I'm like, okay, maybe he's gonna focus on that. Okay, he said he's already sub. All right, cool, appreciate that, Fire Blitz. But I was just like, and again, guys, I've put out more content videos, man, so make sure to check that out. Um, Shout out to Lil Lou. He can't throw. Who are you talking about specifically? Are you talking about Lamar Jackson? Oh, I see. I see. You're talking about Lamar Jackson. I'm listen. I'm gonna give him a little bit of credit. I mean, he's not the best. He's not the best thrower, Lil Lou. I do understand that, and I said that he's gonna have to improve. He can throw down the field, at least line drive when it comes to going down the middle of the field. My issue with him is being able to throw to the outside. Like I said, he does have to improve his mechanics, Lil Lou. So I do agree with you that Lamar is not the best thrower, but he is still one of the best quarterbacks. I do hear you on that. Um, Lil Lou said, "Don't let anyone fool you, man. That Tom Brady is the greatest football player ever to play." I mean, he arguably is the greatest quarterback to ever play. You can, I mean, I listen, man. It's hard for me, but it's like I gotta say that arguably Tom Brady is the goat of quarterbacks. Like I said, but what does this mean for the Buffalo Bills though? It's like Gronk gave up the WWE Championship, and I agree with you, Kevin. It's like I'm thinking he's gonna stay retired. No, the man goes and he signs, with Tom Brady to the Buccaneers. Like almost it almost feels like if he planned this though. It's true. Gronk wanted to play with Brady though. Tampa Bay's offense is already lit, man. With Chris Godwin, who's a decent receiver. They got Mike Evans. They got OJ Howard. I mean, I think with Gronk, they're going to use him in more touchdown situations, or maybe when they have a mismatch, like if they need like a third down play, or if they need a goal line. I feel like that Gronk is going to be for third down and goal line plays. In Tampa Bay's offense. Jay says Des throws fits to coaches. Yeah, my issue is he does have an attitude problem. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And the thing is, like, it's what Jay said. He can't get separation on DBs, and it's like he hates it when plays are designed for him going in the middle. That's true. Jay says he expects the Buffalo Bills to win the NFC East, AFC East, excuse me, not NFC East. Yeah, I still think that even with Cam signing, you still have to see what Cam does, with the Patriots. I mean, it's a huge upgrade over, Jared, and I feel bad for him because he doesn't get a chance to prove what he can do. Um, but yeah, but I still think that this with Josh Allen. To me, his development is going to be key, and also the fact that they got Stephon Diggs, even though they gave up a little too much for him, I still think that's the Bills' division to win. For me, that's still the division for them to win, and to me, they have no excuses. And I know they will play the Patriots this year, so I think that if when they play the Patriots, they got to prove to them that this is their division now. There's no excuses on that. They have to let the Patriots know that this is their division. Because it's like if you the Patriots lose Tom Brady, they lose Gronkowski, who stayed retired. They get Cam Newton, and somehow the Patriots win the division again. I can't take the Bills seriously as talented as the Bills are because they have a pretty good defense themselves. Because I feel like that's the Patriots, Bills. I'm interested to see what the Dolphins are going to do with Tua starting. If he eventually starts over my man Fitzmagic, at quarterback. And they got some interesting pieces themselves. You know, because Devontae Parker, this dude is so talented. Even in the small, that he's able to get 1,000 yards, man. But shout out to Little Lou, man. There's no argument. All right, but I mean, Little Lou, you think he's the greatest football player? I will say that he's the greatest quarterback. Greatest football player? Damn, that's crazy, man. Damn. Kid Glory says we've had the best chance. We definitely had the best chance of making the Super Bowl with AB. Also, AB been the best receiver for the past 5 years. Man, yo, it's crazy, man. The Patriots would be lit if they had Antonio Brown right now. I told you, he makes any team better. Karam says my former high school teacher lets me use his DirecTV login for Sunday ticket. I'm crying. Gronk says, damn, all that, Lewis, it's time to win another championship. But Gronk caused mayhem in the WWE when he was at Facts. Jay says Lamar Jackson can throw. His problem is that he's a one read QB and he needs to work on his reads and mechanics more, and he will be fine. Like I said, work on his mechanics, not rely on the zone read option so much because I feel like the Titans they expose that in the playoffs. They expose that in the playoffs. And again, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to the Lewis Sports Network, giving you breaking news with Cam Newton signing a 1-year deal with the Patriots. Kevin James says he hopes Tom Brady doesn't win a Super Bowl title. Yo, imagine if Tom Brady wins a Super Bowl before Bill Belichick. If he does win one without him, because then the narrative is going to be, oh wow, you see, Bill Belichick had the quarterback. That's crazy. But again, I feel like again it was the beneficiary of Bill having Tom Brady, the players he had around, the system, Brady having Belichick as coach, obviously having the offensive coaches, the coordinators that they've had. Honestly, don't see why it wouldn't be an NFL season. This thing shouldn't be around. Hopefully, man. Sorry, Buffalo Bills, but Cam Newton going to win with the Pats. Kid Glory says, Kevin, but Buffalo can edge the division now that they've gotten stronger. Patriots have been with the division set back in the day. I mean, they've owned this division the last 20 years, man. The Patriots have owned this division with the last 20 years, but are the Buffalo Bills going to knock on the Patriots' door and say, hey, New England, we the new kids on the block in this AFC East? I tell you, man, this is going to be one of the most anticipated, interesting seasons that we've had in a long time, just with just with what's been going on. I mean, and remember, the Patriots have the same amount of Super Bowls as the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Patriots win one more Super Bowl, they'll have the most Super Bowls of any franchise in the Super Bowl era. And shout out to Lil Lou. He says, yes, if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe to the Lewis Sports Network. Jay says that his only problem with Tampa is that they are one of the older teams in the NFL. That's true because you get Gronk is what? In his early 30s, but Brady is what, 42, 43 years old. My only problem is, and he says he doesn't know if there'll be a problem, but on paper they look like a Super Bowl contender. My thing is, I don't know. I don't know. I felt for me, I know Skip Bayless has gone around talking about that Tom Brady's going to be the MVP, and he thinks that the Bucs can get to the Super Bowl. That's how hard he derides Tom Brady. I don't think that the Buccaneers are a Super Bowl team. I don't think so. I say that they're a playoff team, but I don't think they're a Super Bowl team. I don't think so. That's asking a lot for the Buccaneers to be a Super Bowl contender. If that were to happen, trust me, because some people are actually pissed that Cam is in the AFC East. I know Bills fans are kind of upset right now, but again, you still gotta have to see what Cam Newton brings. Still. So, am I ready to say that Cam Newton for sure is gonna, is gonna take the Patriots by storm and obviously lead this team to a unprecedented playoff and then Super Bowl run? I don't think so, but I still definitely think that it's going to be, it definitely improves them at quarterback already. So quarterback isn't going to be as much of an issue. And like I said, what he already brings is he brings charisma, but I don't think he's going to be able to do that as much. And he's going to have to tone that down a bit, with what he was doing in Carolina. But I said athletically, when it comes to the running game, he already improves that. Like I said, they'll be doing some zone read. They're going to be doing some read options with Cam because of his legs. So that's going to be huge for them. Yeah, on paper, the Buccaneers, they do look like a Super Bowl contender. Jay says the chances are Lamar Jackson will never be fine. He can work on what his history as a QB since high school hasn't changed anything yet. No, I agree with you. He hasn't really changed since high school. He's pretty much what he is right now. I'm just saying that if Lamar is going to be taken seriously, listen, I have him as a top quarterback, just what he was able to do. But I think if they're going to take him seriously, I really think that he has to evolve. If I see no improvement from Lamar Jackson, then he is what he is. And it's going to be, he's a great regular season quarterback. He can put up crazy stats in fantasy, but then in the playoffs, he's not going to be as big. And they're going to start to look at him as, because if you look at it, his numbers actually got better as the game went on, but they still struggled against the Titans. And I think that as long as you're looking at a quarterback who they can predict that is all about taking chances with him going to the outside and running the football and not being able to throw when he can, that's going to be a problem. Kevin James says Antonio Brown did get in trouble. He could have been played with the Patriots. True. He's had a lot of listen, man. Antonio Brown, he had a falling out with the Steelers. I didn't like that look where he ripped Coach Tomlin, he ripped Ben Roethlisberger, he ripped some of his ex teammates. I was not cool with that. So you have that. Then you also have the fact that Cam, I mean not Cam, sorry. Then Antonio Brown had that situation with his damn helmet. With Oakland, that caused a lot of stir. And then when he got to the Patriots, then it was revealed about the issues that he had. So, and he had to go to court. He had to get settled with that. The NFL had to do an investigation, and the Patriots ended up releasing him. I think he would have been really good with Julian Edelman right now because I feel that Antonio Brown is the best receiver in football. That's just me. I know, man. He got to take the Patriots in first place in the AFC East. I mean, we'll see. Karam says that when PG-13 got traded, to the Thunderback, he was so hyped. I mean, hey, man, that was a huge trade for real. I feel you. Yeah, they did drop the ball, man. Jay says, I don't understand why are people mad at the Patriots for. Every team had a chance to sign him, chances made championships. That's my thing, though. He could have signed. There were many teams who could have signed. So I don't understand how people are upset that Cam Newton signed with the Pats. I mean, what are we gonna start to hear NFL stories that teams they passed up a chance to sign Cam Newton, and I was just like, yo, but many teams had an opportunity to sign Cam Newton. I mean, he was available. It's just you guys chose not to sign him, and it's because a part of it had to do with possibly what his baggage could have brought. The fact that he hasn't played in the NFL over a year. He had a falling out with the Panthers. You question his character. You question that he may be focused more so on his fashion life and things off of football than he is, being an NFL football player and trying to win championships. So that's the thing. Little Lou says 14 Pro Bowls, 3 all-time All-Pro, 3-time MVP, Offensive Player of the Year in 2007. Burt Bell Award in 2009, AP Comeback Player of the Year, 2000 Offensive Player of the Year, 68.3 career completion, 74,571 career passing yards. 541 passing touchdowns, 6,377 career completions, 219 and 64 as a starter. Oh yeah, no. Those are amazing numbers that Tom Brady, and those are amazing stats that he have. 3-time MVP. Shout out to Black Tiger 97. Appreciate you. And let me know if you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the Lewis Sports Network. Appreciate you coming through, Black Tiger. But yeah, no, I mean, that's first ballot Hall of Fame worthy. Let's face it, man. That Tom Brady, man, that's a GOAT resume right there at the quarterback. I think Tom Brady is the greatest, and we've had so many great quarterbacks in NFL history, but what Tom Brady was able to do, remember, this guy was picked 199th in the NFL draft, 5th round pick. Was he a 5th round or a 7th round pick? I think he was a 5th round pick. But anyway, Tom Brady, man, arguably the GOAT, because if you look at the other quarterbacks, those guys, for the most part, those guys were 1st round draft picks. Tom Brady did this as a 5th round draft pick. So yeah, it's true. If you look at all 32 teams, they could have signed Cam, but you already know they had their excuses. So for people who are being mad that Cam signed with the Patriots, I mean, like, come on, like that to me is ridiculous. Karan says that his cousin said that they go in 13-3. I don't know about that. I mean, I can see the Patriots getting 10 wins, maybe 10, 11 wins. I'm gonna say the Patriots ceiling to me is gonna be 11-5. That's me. Jay says Cam Newton to the Panthers isn't really news, though. We saw this coming after the Panthers let him go. Maybe it's just me, but I also said don't be surprised if Brady was gone after the Titans lost. No. I wasn't surprised that Brady was going to be gone. I had a feeling that he was going to go, and I think he has something to prove with the fact that he's trying to win one without Belichick because people will link him to that system, and that his most success that he's ever had was with the Patriots. And, like I said, Brady is – Brady, yeah, he had a smart offensive line, but Brady was also a very smart quarterback, and you got to give him credit on that. Yeah, but he looked nice with that Patriots jersey on. No, he really do. They slander Cam, and now people love him because we have him. That's it. So Black is asking, do you think that Kaepernick is going to come back this year? Well, listen, here's my issue with the whole Kaepernick situation. This whole kneeling thing with the American flag and all that, my issue is Teams had opportunities to sign him. If you remember Black Tiger, Pete Carroll came out and said he could have signed Kaepernick 2 years ago, but he didn't do it. Oh no, 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 no. If you add the playoffs, Little Lou, yeah, man. I mean, yo, the man has won. Look, he's gone to 9 Super Bowls, more than any quarterback in NFL history. The man's won 6 of them, more than any quarterback in NFL history, and he won all 6 with one franchise. Yeah, you could say Brady. You could really say 199th. Oh, sixth round. Okay, my mistake. Sixth round pick. All right. Thank you for clarifying that, Jay. Because I knew he was drafted 199th, but I just forgot what round was it. I thought it was fifth round, but no, it's sixth. Got it. Thank you for clarifying that, Jay. Um, yeah, but yeah, Kaepernick, the only way that he comes back, Black Tiger, is if I don't know. I feel like this is just for people to look good because to me, Roger Goodell dropped the ball on this one, and with Kaepernick, with the reasons why he was kneeling, and I just think I just think honestly, it's ridiculous that now people want to sign him after him being blackballed for this long in the league. People can make their arguments and see what they think about it, but I'm sorry. I think I think there will be a team to sign him, but I think don't be surprised if you see him in a. Let me ask you this question. I think that Kaepernick will be back. I just don't know what team is going to sign him. I think it's possible he could be a Charger. I thought of that, but I think with Austin Herbert, I don't know if they're going to go that route. There's a lot of couple of back. Hey, who knows if he even comes to the Patriots? You never know. You never know if they would have cut one of the string quarterbacks and then they get you know Colin Kaepernick to sign there. But let me ask you a question: if there's a team that can use Kaepernick, I don't know if he's a starter, but I know he's going to be a bench player. Who do you think, guys, can sign Colin Kaepernick if he were to come back? I think Cap will be back, but I just think it's more so for marketing reasons, and I think it's just for, like I said, these NFL franchises to say that they took a chance and they want him back. And the thing is, does Kaepernick want to be back in the NFL? That's the question too, though, because I mean, if I'm Kaepernick, I wouldn't come back just for how long I've been blackballed. Make a logical argument against that, and not to mention, I purposely left out the playoff success. And again, little Lou, once you add the playoff success, I'm sorry, he's the GOAT. Tom Brady is the GOAT of quarterbacks. You add all that success, no quarterback measures up to that success. No quarterback. Kid says we're going 10-6 for the season, losing in the first round. So you think y'all losing in the wild card round? You got to kind of wonder to what team. Jay Jefferson says Brady was a 6th round pick out of my favorite school. Yeah, yeah, I know he went to Michigan. That I know. Yeah, don't forget Titans potential. True. Oh, that's true. I never thought about that. Would the Tennessee Titans take a chance on Kaepernick? Because Ryan Tannehill is their quarterback. I mean, the Titans like how Ryan Tannehill played. Throughout the season. I mean, he's been a solid quarterback. I'm not gonna go on him. But I know that the Titans offense was mostly around Derrick Henry though. He says the little Lou says you think the Patriots are 9-7. I'm gonna give them 10-6. I think the Patriots can go 10-6. 9-7, 10-6 for me is realistically. 1-9, 199 is the 6th round. Little Lou says cap 2020. Shout out to Game Center. I hope Stidham gets a chance. Shout out to Game Center X. And he says one day, but he didn't look ready yet. So I'm glad with the signing. The QB room is fired up now. Yeah, I'm gonna say this though. I think that Stidham gets a much more opportunity to learn. Um, I think he gets a better chance to now learn. And since he has a veteran in Cam Newton, I think that that'll be good for Stidham. I was actually hoping to see what Jared Stidham was going to do without Tom Brady, though. I was really looking at. Um, yeah, so that's why I felt like, and Jay makes a good point because the league is really paying Kaepernick to not play. There was a reason they don't have him out, so that's why I think that it just looks hypocritical of the NFL to all of a sudden say they want him back when they paid him to not play. And this was all due to the whole American flag situation, man. Um, so let me see. Let me just go through the comments. You guys have been great. Again, if you guys haven't, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Game Center X, for coming through. Cap had a few chances to come back though. He don't want to be a backup QB. Yeah, he wants to start. I don't. The thing is that he would have to go on a team that's going to need a starting quarterback. Um, Kevin James says, "I hope Edelman will win without Tom Brady." Yeah, I mean, we will see though. Um, and I like Julian Edelman a lot. And it's funny, Kevin James, I gotta ask you, Game Center X, and I gotta ask Little Lou a question. And Kid Glory, do you think that Julian Edelman is a Hall of Famer? Do you guys think that Julian Edelman is a Hall of Famer? Some people are saying that he's a borderline Hall of Famer. Some people think he is. Some people think he's not. Again, guys, smash the like, hit that subscribe for the Lewis Sports Network, giving you guys breaking news with Cam Newton. And like I said before, man, I think, like I said, Jarrett Stidham, I know he wasn't the best, he isn't the best QB, but I think that it gives him more time to learn. I really wanted to see what he could do, not being under Tom Brady and, also having the opportunity to now he gets to learn on the Cam Newton. So now you get to learn from a three-time MVP quarterback, future Hall of Famer, and then you get to learn from a former MVP who's led a team to a Super Bowl. So at least with Stidham, he's still around winning. He's still around the coaching and he's still around that system. So he's really going to get to learn, how to really play the position. And this will give him more time to be ready. And like I said, it'll give him time just in case if Cam Newton gets injured. So again, the Patriots are just taking, this isn't a big, a big chance. It's a 1-year deal. You get to see what Cam Newton does, and if Cam Newton possibly does well, he possibly might. Shout out to Chiefs fan, appreciate that. Great stream. Game Center says, I can totally see Cap coming back. The way he had the Ravens beat in that Super Bowl that year. Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't get it done. Did the 49ers. We got the best coach in the NFL. Okay. Yeah, Bill Belichick is the best coach in the NFL. I agree with that. Black Tiger says, Bills or Raiders? Yo, it's crazy, but people are sleeping on the Raiders, though. Nobody's talking about the Raiders. I think they're going to be one of those dark horse sleeper teams in the NFL. They've been sleeping on the Raiders. Nobody's talking about them. That's crazy. The league, yeah, definitely, that's true. Lewis, best thing about Brady is we will never see anyone ever win 6 championships with one team in a 20-year career in our lifetime. I'm glad I was alive to see it. I think it's going to be a long time before we see that. A long time. Again, the system is going to have to be that good and that consistent for so long that you're going to see a quarterback win 6 Super Bowls with one team. I mean, you look at John Elway. He went to 5 with the Broncos, but he only won 2. But part of the reason was the teams that he ran into in the Super Bowl, they just played better, in his first 3 losses. Kevin James says, I hope that the Patriots will not lose the playoffs this year. I hope we win this year 11-2. And like I said, guys, again, like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that we're going to have a 12-game season, or do you think we're going to have a 16-game season? Alistair says, let's hope he don't get sacked by Aaron Donald. I see that you're a big – shout out to Alistair. I see that you're a big Aaron Donald fan. I noticed that, man. I noticed you're a big Aaron Donald fan. Are you a huge Aaron Donald fan? That's what it sounds like to me, Alistair. You must be a fan of the Rams, bro. Shout out to Caden, and make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel. If you guys can, go subscribe to Caden Alvis' channel. He's producing great content over there. Show him some love and go subscribe to his channel. The Detroit Lions just signed Kaepernick to put some pressure on Stafford. Yeah, you know what, with the Lions, though? The Lions, I know they haven't been a good defensive team, but I think that they got better on defense in the draft. They got some pieces in free agency. I thought that they had, the Lions will be a better defensive team this coming season. And shout out to Game Center True. He says there's more time for Stidham to learn. That's absolutely right. Again, guys, hit the like, hit that subscribe button for the Lewis Sports Network. Appreciate that. We got 18 people watching. Appreciate that. Hopefully we could get some more people to watch. Again, Patriots fans, man. I know some people are going to be against it. I don't know who's excited or not, but again, make sure to check it out. Again, your boy Cam Newton has officially signed with the New England Patriots. Game Center says that he's been a Pats fan since 1995. That's what's up, man. Black Tiger says that he thinks he's a future Hall of Famer. Shout out to Chiefs fan who says it's been a great stream. Appreciate you. Kid Glory says, yes, Lewis, he is a Hall of Famer, but he isn't first ballot. But we saw people I think with Edelman, I think he'll be a Hall of Famer. Just depends on what class he's going in with. That's how I see Edelman. I think he'll probably get in his second or maybe third year of eligibility. I think that's what Edelman is going to be. Um, Kid Glory says, yeah, Edelman has the most postseason completions besides Jerry Rice, whatever that stat means, to you. I mean, that's a big stat. I mean, and he did it in the postseason, so that has to count for something. Game Center. Yep, he is. And Edelman gonna retire as a no. Edelman will be a Patriot. I mean, it makes no sense. He's had his success. He's won his Super Bowls. There. He's a Patriot. Patriot for life. Shout out to Caden who says I'm almost to 850. That's big. That's big time. Honestly, man, when you pass Rice's record, exactly. Jerry Rice is in the Hall of Fame. One of the greatest wide receivers of all time. I mean, people call him arguably the GOAT of wide receivers. I mean, and he did win what, 4 Super Bowls? If he passes Rice, then yeah, he's in. Jay says Julian Edelman is not. He's no different than Wes Welker, and you see how Wes Welker was when he left Brady. Same thing will happen with Edelman. Edelman benefited with Brady. Jay says, "Don't be jinxing my Raiders." Yo, I mean, I'm trying to give him some love, man. I think it'll be a 16-game season. Okay. Kevin James says this goes suck there. There gonna be no fans when the season starts, man. Week 1 all the way to week 17. It's gonna be weird. No, it's gonna obviously be weird. That's for sure. It's going to be weird. The fact that there's going to be no fans, that is gonna suck. Um, it's something that we're gonna have to get used to. Same thing with the NBA. Same thing with the NHL. Obviously, college football is in a flux with a lot of the players that are sick right now from Clemson and from Texas. Them dealing with that. Edelman caught way more tough balls than Welker ever did. It doesn't take much for my Raiders to derail, true. But I like the pieces that the Raiders got, though. Welker did win as much as Edelman has, though. In fact, Welker has won his only championships and won his only one in Denver. True, but Wes Welker was never a factor with the Broncos, man. Just look at his numbers. He was never a threat either here. He was just in the system. That defense is what spoke everyone in not the offense in Denver. Yeah, the strength of that Super Bowl team for the Broncos was their defense. It wasn't their offense. Besides, Peyton Manning didn't play great in that Super Bowl. He was okay. I mean, Eli Manning could say this, that he has 2 Super Bowl MVPs over Peyton's one, even though Peyton has been a 5-time MVP because he's had more standout seasons than his brother Eli. But at the very least, Eli could say in the big stage, he beat Tom Brady twice. And Peyton Manning does not have a good playoff record against Tom Brady. Something that Eli Manning could say, something that he could say. Ken Newton take the Panthers to Super Bowl 50, and he do good can, but this time he's going to take them as the Patriots. Oh, so Kevin is basically saying that he already took them there, to the he already took the Panthers to the Super Bowl at Super Bowl 50, and that he's going to do it again as a Patriot. I think in order for them to get to the Super Bowl, though, with the Patriots, they're going to have to improve their weapons. They need to improve their weapons. They really need receivers other than Edelman. Because Edelman's numbers aren't going to really stand out unless there's more receivers on the team. Because remember, the better receivers you have on your team, Edelman's not going to get as much attention, which means that he'll be, like I said, he's always really been the Wes Welker. So he's going to get those like real sneaky throws. You could throw him inside a slant. Black Tiger says, Pats versus Brady's Pats against Joe Montana in their prime. Who you got? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. That's a really good question. You know what's funny? I was watching the documentary of Ronnie Lott. I would have loved to seen him as playing. I would have loved to seen Ronnie Lott going up against those Patriots receivers. If you take a prime Patriots team, let's take the 2007 Pats with Randy Moss, and let's see Ronnie Lott matched up with Randy Moss. To me, that would have been a really nice matchup. Brady against Joe Montana. That would have been interesting because both guys, they can perform in the fourth quarter. They can produce game-winning drives. I think that would have been a really good Super Bowl, but it depends on which 49ers team are you taking, and then which Patriots team are you taking if you're looking at a prime Brady against a Brian Montana, though? That's a good question, though. I like that question, Black Tiger. Um, Lewis, do you think the league wanted Peyton to tie his brother's record with 2 Super Bowls? Absolutely, because Peyton has 5 MVPs. Peyton has 5 MVPs. And remember, Peyton had came off neck surgery. So I knew Peyton wasn't going to be, as effective. I know he did come off uh he did come off and had a couple of 4,000 yard seasons even after, his neck injury. Um that's true. So it's possible. Kevin says, yeah, but we'll hope it will happen this year. Okay. Kid Glory says, I hate to say this, but the Chiefs are still the top team right now in the AFC, and they haven't lost any of their star players. No, right now the Chiefs are the best team in the league right now, bar none. There are teams that could give a run, they could give the Chiefs a run for their money, but the Chiefs are the best team right now. Until they don't win another Super Bowl, they're the best team in the league. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. Jay says he's got Montana 49ers over Brady's Pats. I mean, the 49ers, they had a couple of weapons of their own. I look at Roger Craig, obviously Jerry Rice. It's crazy that Montana's backup was Steve Young, even though he didn't get the playing time until Montana got traded. Um, Kid Glory says the '07 team would be any Joe Montana team in the Super Bowl. I mean, yo, look at the roster they had. In that on that Super Bowl run, they almost went undefeated for God's sakes. You have Randy Moss. It's crazy because Randy Moss was complaining to the media, and they were saying, "Oh, how does Peyton Manning get Dallas Clark? How does he have Brandon Stokely? How does he have Marvin Harrison? How does he have Reggie Wayne? He has Edgerrin James as running back, and that Tom Brady doesn't get to have his weapons." I said, "Yo, I love how you say that, but Tom Brady was still able to win 3 Super Bowls with less talent. He had less talented receivers than Peyton Manning did, and he was able to win. Peyton Manning doesn't really do well in cold weather, but it was funny because he had to adjust to playing in cold weather with the Broncos because for the most part he was playing in a dome stadium with Indy. But again, he was also going up against an all-time great defense in the Patriots, in the playoffs. Oh yeah, Buccaneers versus Patriots in the preseason, and Brady faced own team the Patriots. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Montana had way more weapons than Brady ever had. Ooh, Black Tiger says the '07 Pats against the '85 49ers. It's a hell of a matchup. I would really have to break down that roster, man, just to look at it, just to see who would win that one. That's a good one. Yeah, Jay's right about this. If you look at the era that Montana played in, it's true. Yo, with the way that defenses were freaking tackling quarterbacks at that time, yo, the game is a lot softer. They try to protect the quarterback now. In today's NFL. '07 Pats lost to Eli. True that. That's true. But they did have a pretty good pass rush than my Giants. They had a pretty good pass. They had a pretty good pass rush. I mean, they only scored 14 points. We demolished everyone that season. We were the ultimate cheat code that year. Then we had one of those Cinderella losses. Yeah, I still remember that fade route that your boy Eli threw to Plaxico Burress. But again, the momentum got taken away when David Tyree made that miraculous catch and Eli was able to escape that pressure. I still don't know how Eli did it, but Eli played like Superman that day. Kevin James says Aaron Rodgers is going to retire next year, 2021. This is his last time to be as a Packer. Aaron Rodgers free agency. But do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to retire though? I mean, he is declining, but I still think that Aaron Rodgers to me still has a couple of years left. For me, that's just me. Let me ask you a question, guys. Do you have Aaron Rodgers as a top 5 quarterback right now in the NFL? Do you have him as a top 5 quarterback? I got him number 6. I put Drew Brees at number 5. And guys, if you are subscribed to my channel, check out my video that I put on my top 5 quarterbacks. Make sure to smash the like for that video. I would love for you guys to check out if you guys are subscribed to my channel. Yeah, Black says we lost you, but Giants got super lucky. Yo, Black Tiger. I like the Steelers, man. I'm a fan of Big Ben Roethlisberger. I wish that Antonio Brown would have worked things out with the Steelers because I like them in that Steelers uniform, but I do like the Steelers too. When I'm not cheering for the Giants, I'm cheering for the Steelers. I just like the steel curtain, man. I just love that black and yellow. There's just something about that black and yellow with the Steelers. Um, with James Harrison, James Farrier. They obviously got James Conner right now, the running back. Um, I was a fan of Jerome Bettis. They got Hines Ward at wide receiver. I mean, they had Joey Porter, linebacker. I like the Steelers, man. I like them. It's funny. I was cheering for them to beat Brady when they went 15-1 when Roethlisberger was the rookie quarterback. We didn't get, they didn't get it done. We lost. They lost 41-27 in the AFC Championship game. I remember that. They flat out dominated. They flat out dominated the Steelers in that game. I believe the Steelers had. I know the Steelers were in the top three. I think in defense that year. I hate to say, Game Center says, who won the Super Bowl versus the Seahawks? Malcolm Butler with the interception. That's true. That's true. Who had the biggest play in the Falcons Super Bowl? It was Hightower with the sack on Matt Ryan. Even Belichick says it. No, I gotta tell you, man. The defense has won a couple of Super Bowls. To be honest with you, and again, Brady's offensive line definitely deserved some Super Bowl MVPs with the amount of time that Brady gets to throw the football. As great as Brady is, listen, kudos to Malcolm Butler for that interception, but I blame Russell Wilson and I blame freaking Pete Carroll. He has such an ego problem, and the Seahawks were having issues with Marshawn Lynch. The freaking defense could not stop Marshawn Lynch, and they decide on second and goal to throw the football. That's just stupid. I'll never get over that. The Seahawks could have potentially had a dynasty. That's how astronomical that interception was to Malcolm Butler. I hate to say it, but the Seahawks they beat themselves on that play. He has a love and hate with AB. Got you. All right, shout out to Chiefs fan. He said I'm in bed right now, just chilling and watching the stream. I appreciate it, man. And my godfather and ex is a steel. That's fine. You guys are hilarious people. But we were practicing that exact play in practice. Okay. The Steelers have some amazing teams. Honestly, they used to have Holmes, Hines Ward though. That's what you mean. Yeah, they were good. Yo, my favorite player on the Steelers during that time was Troy Polamalu. Love Troy Polamalu. I love Troy Polamalu. What a great safety that dude was. Great safety. Great defensive player. 8-time Pro Bowler, Troy Polamalu. Love watching him play. Love Troy Polamalu. He was one of my favorite players. Okay, yo, Black Tiger, you're really putting on some really nice matchups. Game Center, that is probably true, but Butler doesn't intercept that pass 9 out of 10 times. I mean, but you still got to give him credit for making that play though. Black Tiger says 0-3 Ravens against the 15 Broncos. I mean, yeah, yo, you're getting a prime Ray Lewis, you're getting Ed Reed. Yo, Ed Reed was also fun to watch too, man. Ed Reed. Yeah, Big Ben. Yeah, Kevin, that's right. Big Ben was injured last year, and he's 100% now. Yeah. It's funny though. I'm really looking forward for my Giants when they go up against the Steelers. In Week 1, that's gonna be huge. I'm really looking forward to that matchup. Yeah, shout out to Chiefs fan. Yep, your Chiefs are the best team in the league right now. The defending Super Bowl champions. You got the best quarterback in the league. You got probably the best offense in the league. Brady never had an LT coming for him. True. Some greats have gone after Brady, but none have been like LT. Yeah, that's true. Lawrence Taylor, in my opinion, is the greatest defensive back I've ever seen. Ray Lewis was great, but that man was no LT though. I mean, LT was feared, man. He was feared. I was watching a couple of Super Bowl documentaries with the Giants, man, the 86 and 90. I'm telling you, that LT was a bad boy. I know he had a lot of drug problems. I know he had a lot of personal issues off the field, but That LT was a bad MFer, man. And it's like what Jay said. This is the same LT, man, that was sacking Joe Montana and these quarterbacks like in the effing 80s, bro. And the way they played and the way they play defense in the 80s is not the same that they play today. Jay speaking facts. Jay says Steelers are my second favorite team in the league, and the Bus was my second favorite running back. Yeah, he from Detroit. You know what was cool? The fact that he actually got to win in Detroit. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Chiefs fan says that Edelman is a little bit overrated. I think he's a good player. I'm not. I mean, he probably might be a little overrated in terms of how the NFL kind of rates him. Maybe it could be how because of the Patriots fans. But I still think Edelman is a good player though. I won't front. I think Edelman is a really good player. Um, Shout out to Poseidon Swag. Appreciate you coming through, man. I do give him credit. Butler just didn't want to lose that night at all. He pulled out his best when it mattered. No, that's true. Lewis, back then, the best players in the NFL had produced were defensive players, and they were monsters. Yeah, that's true. To be honest, there were more defensive player there were more defensive player MVPs back then than there are really in today's game. I feel like that MVP is kind of more of a quarterback's award, more so like for offensive players. There were more defensive players that won that award back then. Oh, for real? Yeah, they from the D. Shout out to Poseidon Sprag, man. Hopefully, appreciate you coming through. Hopefully, you subscribe to the channel, like the video as well. Again, I appreciate you guys being here and doing this stream with me. With this breaking news, top 5 wide receiver in the league. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I doubt they were going to ever really get Trevor Lawrence, though. I doubt that. But shout out to Poseidon Swag for coming through. Let me ask you a question. I don't know what Cam is going to be in this season, but let's say Cam plays all 12 or let's say all 16 games this season. How many yards do you think that Cam is going to pass for? And then how many do you think Cam is going to run on the ground? How many touchdowns do you think he's going to have? How many interceptions is he going to have? And I know it's hard to predict, but I'm saying if you had to go on a limb. Let me know in the comment section. I think this has been a great stream, and salute to everybody who showed up. Yeah, Edelman does run really good routes. You think so, Jay? So I guess what you're saying, Jay, is that he's a beneficiary of the system, but I still think he runs good routes. Detroit, though, they really have bad coaching over there. They don't really have a good coaching system in Detroit. I will say that. Game Center says Edelman runs great routes. The guy's always where you want him to be, dependable for a quarterback. It's true. It was the same with Wes Welker when he was with Tom Brady. Now I will say that he wasn't the same, when he went to Denver. That's true. With Peyton Manning, his numbers weren't that great. Chiefs fan, you think he's gonna do that much though? 4,200 passing yards, 350 on the ground, 30 and 4. So 34 total touchdowns is what Chiefs fan is predicting from Cam Newton. 350 rush yards, 4,200 pass yards. I think that's a lot to expect from Cam just because he's coming off an injury. And besides, that would be his first 4,000 pass yard season since his rookie season. Troy Polamalu, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 40 Super Bowl 43. Hines Ward last game was Super Bowl 45, and then he retired after that. I agree with you, Game Center. Brady could always count on him. Oh, guys, make sure you guys are sharing this on your social media on Reddit as well. If you guys have social media, and like I said, I appreciate you guys coming through. Kid Glory says Cam will have 20 touchdown passes, about 300 yards rushing at cube as a QB, and 2,800 passing yards. That's what I think. I think for me, Cam could possibly get 3,000 yards passing. I'm gonna go with 3,000, 3,000 like 200 yards. I think on the ground he could probably get about 450 rush yards. I think he's gonna be that. In terms of touchdowns, I think that he'll probably get maybe 26. I'm gonna go predict 26 to 27 touchdowns for him. His interceptions, I think, will go down, knowing that he's in the system. So he'll be able to. The coaching staff will help him to help read better the defense. So he'll become a much smarter quarterback, I think, in that system. So I'm predicting. I'm going to say 27 touchdowns. I'm going to say 11 interceptions, 450 yards on the ground, 3,000 yards passing, 450 on the ground, and I'm going to go with 5 rush touchdowns. So I'm predicting 32 total touchdowns. That's actually not bad, Black Tiger. 3,300. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Cab doesn't have Ron Rivera as head coach. That automatically helps him. True. That's true. Good point, Jay. That's the biggest thing. Hope you have to hope that Cam doesn't get injured. Shout out to Johnson Daily Sports, man. And guys, if you haven't, man, go subscribe to Johnson Daily Sports, Daily Sports channel. He's an up and coming YouTuber. He's really trying to get up there for his subscribers. So if you guys could really help him subscribe to his channel and show him some love. Yeah, my hope is that Cam Newton can stay healthy. Santana Holmes made one of the best catches I ever saw. Oh yeah, I still remember that play. I remember Ben Roethlisberger threw right on the outside. Santonio in the back of the end zone, able to keep his feet inbound with that beautiful catch. It's funny because on the previous play, Santonio Holmes actually dropped one of the more easier catches and then caught one of the more difficult ones, for the touchdown to help them win the Super Bowl. Game Center says, I think in all 12 of our wins last year, the Pats held the opponents under 17, so we really don't need the offense to do a lot. True. That's true. That's a good point. Like I said, they have a pretty good defense. Last year's defense was pretty good. The Patriots have a top 10 defense. Shout out to Johnson Daily Sports. We can thank Gilmore for that. He was the leader for the defense, but everyone did great on the defensive end. Yeah. Jay says, Cam been on a run-first team basically his whole career, so now that he will be in a system that he will be able to throw the ball more and also be more balanced. Yeah, I think being on this team, he'll be more balanced. Edelman, so Chiefs fan is already coming with what Edelman thinks. He thinks Edelman is going to have 1,178 yards total, and that he's going to do 11 touchdowns. I can see him doing that. Black Tiger says, I'm a Detroit and he says he's from Detroit and the line sucks so bad that people go there just to get drunk. I will say this about Kaepernick. If they were to sign him, that should put pressure on Matthew Stafford. But Matthew Stafford has had pretty good seasons. Again, it's just their defense has been horrible. They get on Matthew Stafford because he hasn't been able to win in the playoffs, but their defense puts them in a lot of bad spots too. I like Stephon Gilmore a lot. Yeah, I like Stephon Gilmore a lot. Black Tiger. Yeah, that's true. Thanks for the shout out. No problem, man. I appreciate you, Johnson Daily Sports. And again, make sure to go subscribe to his channel if you guys haven't, to show him some love. I'm really trying to help him get up there. Gilmore clamped all the top receivers last year. He was phenomenal. All facts. Gilmore does a good job staying with the receivers. And Caden says that the Pats got punished for the Bengals thing on the sideline. And we got younger on defense in the draft. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Game Center, it's true. You guys are going to be that much better too. The fact that you guys got younger players on defense in the draft, you guys are going to be even better in that system. Shout out to Caden. He says the Pats got punished for the Bengals thing on the sideline. Yeah, I heard they got. I think the Patriots they got fined one. They got one. I think it was $1.1 million. I think it was for recording during the game against the Bengals back in 2014. I know this is a Pat stream, but what happened to Jalen Ramsey? He was one of my favorite corners to watch. I know Jalen Ramsey is good. I like Jalen Ramsey. But what do you guys think about Jamal Adams? Do you guys think he should stay with the Jets, or do you think that he should get traded? Because he's arguably the best safety in the league. The fact that you could put him on tight ends, he's good one-on-one with tight ends. He's versatile. He could tackle. Chiefs fan says Gilmore, 10 interceptions over and under. I mean, Gilmore is capable of having a 10 interception season, but I'm going to just say slightly under. I'm going to say anywhere, maybe he might get 7 to 8 interceptions. That's me. That's me. Kevin James says, Santonio Holmes was young. No way he had to lead the Steelers after what they won the Super Bowl 43. He was done. To me, he kind of was done for leaving them and then going to the Jets. I didn't like the fact that he left. I thought that was not smart on his part. You and Fitz Davis have collab? Interesting. Thanks for letting me know. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Poseidon. Again, guys, smash a like. Hit that subscribe button for your boy Lewis Sports Network, man. Cam Newton is officially a Patriot. Black Tiger says, you wonder why Barry Sanders and Megatron retired early. Yeah, Barry Sanders couldn't win. I mean, he said it on the NFL 100 all-time team that if he was on – think about it. If he was he said if he was on a team like Bill Belichick, man, he definitely could have won a Super Bowl. And shout out to Poseidon Swag for subscribing to the Lewis Sports Network. Appreciate you. And again, guys, make sure to share this on your social media outlets. We got 20 likes, 13 people watching. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. And the funny thing is, I like Megatron and I like Barry Sanders. Jay says, there's Raiders and Browns in the NFL too. Being a Lions fan can't be that bad. I think the Raiders are going to surprise people this year. The Browns, they're capable too. I got to wait and see what Odell Beckham does. I mean, they're talented. I mean, they got Kareem Hunt. They got Nick Chubb. They got Jarvis Landry. Baker Mayfield is the quarterback. He had a down year last year. What do you guys think about the Browns? I think the Browns I think they could get into the playoffs. It's a wait and see, but I think they could get there. I will be giving out mods soon, Chiefs fan. I will be giving out soon. As long as you guys continue to rock with me, eventually I will. I do have a lot of mods already, so it's kind of limited, but I do appreciate you, Chiefs fans. So like I said, I'll be giving out mods pretty soon. That has no room for error, meaning he has to be great every week for our team to win. Yeah, that's the thing. He's the only one. So I hate the fact that they kind of go on Matthew Stafford because I think he's a very good quarterback. It's just the Lions have been bad for so long. I liked him and Megatron together. But that defense sucks, man. But they did get a little bit better this offseason, so I'm hoping that the Lions can turn it around defensively. Matthew Stafford was also injured. So that's huge that Matthew Stafford is the only one that really has to, kind of be good from week to week. Chiefs fan is saying Jamal Adams should go to the Bucs. I think the Bucs should take a chance on him since they're in win now mode. The Jets are going to have to make him the highest paid safety because if they lose him, you're taking steps back. If they don't, what other teams could you see though? Kid says, honestly, I'm happy for Eric Berry. Mm-hmm. I agree. The only Chiefs I like on the Chiefs, or I guess player, I'm glad he won a ring. He's a great player. Jay, you tripping. The Detroit Lions have never been to a Super Bowl. I'm 39 years old. The closest came in 91. They went to the NFC Championship game and got destroyed by the Redskins. Hold on a second. Here we go. Teams like them were lethal in the league, though. You got to remember that, right? Patriots and Buffalo Bills hate each other. Oh, yeah, they do. Browns, all depends on Baker. I feel like he's going to get replaced by week 6. You think so? Chiefs, you earn being a mob by being. Trust me, the more you consistently support, I will get you on here. Trust me. Pat's drafted 2 really good tight ends, too. Devin Asiasi, yeah, and Dalton. Yeah, that's true. I like Devin a lot. He can really be good in this league. And the best part about both tight ends is they're in that system. Shout out to Caden. He says, we're 2 subs away from 850. Let's hopefully get me to 850. I appreciate it. Kevin James says Steelers and Browns hate each other. Oh yeah, they're AFC North rivals. Of course, Kevin. I think the Patriots and the Bills are now really gonna really start a rivalry. The only reason I'm saying like more so really now is because again the Bills are really up and coming now. The Pats have owned that division for so long, and then they get Cam Newton. The last time the Lions won their division was in '93 when it was called the NFC Central Division. Also, being a mod is a privilege also, and we support Lewis and each other. Right. Stafford playing in a small market team, no media coverage. True that. Appreciate you, Chiefs fan. You are the GOAT for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. And shout out to the new subscribers who have subscribed to the channel. I appreciate that as well. That's because they don't have a top star like a Christian McCaffrey. In my personal opinion, I think Saquon Barkley, for me, Stafford is all right. He's had his moments. You can't even dream of Lions winning the Super Bowl. The Pats haven't gotten a running QB in a long time. They give any player top dollar in the league, especially the ones who do nothing in the league. I think the new Patriots tight end will do good. Yeah, I like the tight ends they have. I think they're gonna do really well. And Cam Newton already tweeted, and he also did on Instagram saying that he's super excited to be a Patriot. He doesn't know what to do right now. He's Cam Newton just tweeted on Instagram, tweeted on Twitter, and he put on his IG on Instagram. He's really excited to be a Patriot. He already said, "Let's go, Pats Nation." I got Saquon Barkley for me as the better running back. McCaffrey is great though. I think the new Patriots tight end. Yep, he went 0-16 with Calvin Johnson. Yeah, we do best when we have 2 good tight ends. I like when we had Gronk and Hernandez, but we all know what happened to that. Yeah, the Aaron Hernandez story is really sad. It's really sad. Again, guys, smash the like, hit the subscribe. Yo, I really love StreamYard for the fact that I can now do this on my phone. That's great. I don't have to use the computer as much anymore. I mean, it does make your phone go hot and it drains battery, but the fact that my battery's been pretty durable and I got to thank the update on my phone for this, like the fact that I can just go live on my phone and I don't have to really go on computer, this is just great. And again, appreciate Poseidon for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate that. All right, let's go back into the comment section. Jake Gruden was responsible for both of his Bucks and my Raiders going to their last Super Bowl. Got killed 2, and every year since pretty much. Detroit may fall apart. Raiders play for the next draft. You think? Chiefs fan. Like I said, I got Saquon Barkley over Christian McCaffrey. But Christian McCaffrey is still great, though. He is a fantasy stud. I think fully healthy Saquon is that good. Let's go, Cam. Happy to have you. Barkley's got thighs like Chun Li, man, and Badger Barkley kicking you. Yo, Black Tiger, you funny, man. Posada says, you think Cam Newton signing is like CP3 going to the Clippers NBA wise? I don't know if I would compare it to that, just because of the fact that when Chris Paul signed with the Clippers, he was playing. That was the difference. He was currently playing. Cam Newton's been out of the game for over a year. Um, Jay Jefferson says that Stafford was not on that 0-16 team. Prime Jordan or prime LeBron? That's tough. That's tough. I would take prime Jordan. That's just me. I know some people would take prime LeBron. I wouldn't be mad at you for that, honestly. I really don't. I know who will go to Super Bowl 21, Steelers or Patriots, because the Patriots and Steelers are both 6-time Super Bowl champions. So, Kevin, sounds like that you're kind of low-key predicting a Patriots-Steelers Super Bowl for 2021. Oh, Lord. John Kitna? Woo! Yeah, I remember him as quarterback. Didn't he also play for the Bengals? I believe he was with the Bengals, too. I think he was quarterback for the Bengals, too. Man, John Kitna as quarterback? Goddamn. I remember that. I mean, that's cool, man. I like Christian McCaffrey a lot, though. Who was the QB that year? John Kitna. I watched Cam choke in the Super Bowl against the Broncos. I think our coaches wouldn't have let that happen. I agree with you because I think the coaches would have put Cam in much better positions and they would have given him better plays. And I think the fact that he's with Josh McDaniels, I think is really going to help Cam out with him being his offensive coordinator. That to me is going to be big. Going to be big. Appreciate that Poseidon swag, man. Appreciate that. Chiefs fan, Cowboys should be in the AFC South. Yeah, I don't like the fact that they're in the NFC East because they're in Texas. Philadelphia, Washington, and New York are all in the East. So it doesn't make any sense that they have the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East. They should be in the South. They should at least put them in the NFC South or AFC South because already the NFC South has already got 4 teams, so they should put them in the AFC South. Shout out to Layla in the building. A little late. Yep. Cam isn't with the Patriots. And the Titans go to the NFC East. So they should make that. They should. So wow. Because the Titans are in the AFC South. Right. Yeah, actually that would make sense. Chiefs fan, Prime Jordan all day, basketball in his shoes, and he's from Detroit. Oh wow. Exactly, Layla. Can to the Patriots, it is fire. I think LeBron James is going to go back to Miami or back to Cleveland in 2021. LeBron free agency 2021. I don't want him to stay on the Lakers. Wow. So that means that you think that LeBron is going to get. Oh, that's right, because LeBron has a player option in his 4th year after the 3rd year. But that's mega atrocious. How do you lose 16 straight games with Megatron after that? He couldn't fight after that. He couldn't fight with Optimus Prime after that. Yeah, I don't know how you lose 16 games with Megatron as your wide receiver. But like I said, but they were also losing those games with their defense too. Layla just happened to pop up. Again, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button for the Lewis Sports Network. Lakers or Clippers? I got the Clippers right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo. If you're talking about MVP Chiefs fan, I'm taking Giannis Antetokounmpo. If you're talking that. Chiefs fan says NBA Rookie of the Year. I'm going John Morant. MVP is Giannis. Jay says Barkley's got to bring it. Oh, I'm not saying that he doesn't have to bring it, but I still, like I said, I'm big on Barkley though. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. I'm actually gonna go live on the decision, so I'm actually gonna watch the decision. It aired tonight at 9, and I'm actually gonna go live for that. So make sure you guys pull up. and I'm going to give my thoughts on that because I feel like this is one of those a lot of lies, one of those lies that have been spewed, by the networks. But we'll get to that later. So LeBron will get another DL super team, which won't count to his fans. Well, you never know. Poseidon says Lakers all day, man. For Kobe. Okay. LeBron's okay, so he's a LeBron fan. All right, that's cool. I'm popping. Oh yeah, I definitely know you popping. Popping like it's somebody's birthday. Appreciate that, kid. 21 likes right now. Appreciate the likes. Jay says if LeBron leaves another team, it will probably be for the Clippers or the Knicks. I'm thinking New York Knicks. I don't think Clippers. Will Cam do it the Patriot way? I think he will. And the thing is, Cam doesn't have a choice. He doesn't do it the Patriot. I think he'll have some moments where he'll get to be Cam, but for the most part, he has to do it the Patriot way because if Cam Newton doesn't do it the Patriot way, guess what? Cam is out of the league again. The Patriots will cut him, and it's a 1-year deal. Kevin says that did you hear about JR about to sign for the Lakers? Yeah, I heard that he's the front runner to sign for the Lakers. I just think it's weird that Cleveland never released him. They just sent him home. So that's why I said that it's going to be weird. And I said Cam has no choice. He has to listen to Bill. He'll listen to him, especially because is he really going to go against a coach that helped Tom Brady win 6 Super Bowls? No, he won't do that. He knows that the Patriots are about winning. He wouldn't dare do that. The Lions defense has been garbage except for 2014 when they were number 2 in the league in total defense. Yeah, but they still couldn't win, man. That's what's so crazy. Chiefs fan, the Cardinals are improving. Yep. Getting DeAndre Hopkins. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to Kyler Murray this season. I think he's going to be huge. Damn, I didn't think about that, Jay. The fact that his kids are in LA, he might go to the Clippers. But then what does that mean for Kawhi Leonard, though? And Paul George? That's why I said I feel like he'd go to the East Coast for that reason. Because if you look at the Knicks, LeBron was supposedly supposed to go in 2010. He didn't do it. 2014 didn't do it. Not having Bradley isn't helping the Lakers, though. Still got the Clippers. Cam will listen to Bill. Yep. You think AB will get to sign with the Ravens? Listen, Poseidon, any team that AB goes to, they instantly become better. I said that getting the Ravens will be, they'll be super. You put AB on that team. How can the Ravens not go to the Super Bowl? It's going to be Super Bowl or bust for the Ravens. That puts more pressure on Lamar Jackson because if y'all heard what Lamar Jackson said, he said that the Ravens took the Titans lightly. John Harbaugh didn't agree with it, but he said that they took him lightly. I was a little surprised that he said that. So AB, could you imagine AB with the Seahawks? Chris Carson, Tyler Lockett, and DK Metcalf with that weapon? Yep. Somehow I see it. Somehow I see it happening. Jay says the Knicks will be smarter. You think the Chiefs are going to win that division in the AFC West. LeBron stay bouncing, the king with no kingdom. Winner of the NFC West. I got between the 49ers and the Seahawks. I think the Cardinals will get better. Some people think that the 49ers are going to drop off. I don't think so. I mean, they're going to drop, I think, maybe a couple of wins, but I don't see that drastic. I could still see the 49ers winning 11, 12 games. They still have a great defense. I just don't know if you could trust Jimmy Garoppolo to win games with his arm. So I think it's going to be between Seattle and the 49ers. Right now, I got the 49ers. Seattle was able to win 11 games without a defense. I think if Seattle improves their defense, they're a 13-win team. Wait, that's big time now that the Cardinals got a top 3 receiver in Hopkins and they have the great Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald isn't what he used to be, but he's still a pretty good receiver, even at his age. I'm a Dak fan, and I'm 110 pounds, so You're a Dak Prescott fan? JR is okay with losing, man. Won't sit around. Won't sit well for Lakerland. The Pats, yeah, they don't have the money to sign him. Hmm. Oh, chill. No, 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 no. You put Antonio Brown with the Chiefs. That's unfair. That's not fair. It's gonna be like Kevin Durant going to the Warriors. You put AB with the Chiefs. That's not fair. No way. That's a good point, Poseidon. The James, but the thing is also you have to think about this though. LeBron's been in a lot of he's been in a lot of toxic environments though. If you look at the Cleveland environment in his first go around, and then the second time when he came back, and the Laker franchise too has had their type of environment too, their lack of bad environment too. In his first year. So that's why I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of like, and besides, New York has never won anything, and I feel you, Poseidon. I really do feel you because it's like, why would LeBron go there? Because I kind of question why did he go back to Cleveland in the first place that first time. But you know, it is what it is. He ended up winning the championship, so it's all good. Kid says, "Oh wait, I missed some comments. My bad." Ravens fan in the house, yo, they'll get it next year. The Seahawks or Ravens, AB Antonio Brown. Like I said, the Seahawks or Ravens, they get instantly better. I'm a Patrick, Dak, and Lamar fan. I'm not a fan of Dak Prescott. I think he's a good quarterback, but he to me he's slightly overrated. The Ravens better never disappoint again. How do you lose home field advantage, your MVP, after they dominated the whole season? Pretty easy because they low key rested when they should have kind of played a little bit. Yeah, LeBron wanted Kawhi, which is kind of why he would think of going to the Clippers. But that's like him and Paul George are there. There's no way they're going to create a Fab Four. It's just not possible. Seattle's running back Carlson is underrated. He's really good. Oh yeah. All shit is going down. Shout out to Ryan coming through. Steelers need to make Juju second. He plays better. Yeah, Juju is not a number one receiver. He's more of a number two. Like he struggled as being the number one receiver. Yo, when you're number one, your talent usually kind of takes over, especially if you're like one of those smart wide receivers that are able to elude double and triple coverage. Juju cannot deal with double and triple coverage. He's a number two receiver for me. He's not a number one. I got the Bucks at 10 wins, so I'm going under. The Chiefs are going to win that AFC West. The NFC. Oh yeah, that's because where I'm at. They're putting fireworks. That's what it is. It's like everywhere. You can't really escape it. Mahomes is done. Are you kidding me? Shout out to Ryan in the building. No, yeah, yo, AB and Mahomes, disgusting. Too much speed on the outside, man. Yeah, the Ravens got exposed in the playoffs. It's just because again, the zone read option that Lamar likes to do, they took that away from him. So they forced him to throw the ball more, and he struggled to throw the ball when they covered their receivers. So that's why I knew that Lamar wasn't going to win once I saw that. Kermit Mahomes is bad. Shout out to Definition too. Appreciate you coming through. He says Cam Newton, he's happy as hell. All right, man, and appreciate you coming through this live stream. Thank you for coming through, and make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Listen, I'm happy for Cam, man. I'm happy that Cam is back in the league. It's a good opportunity for him to show that what he can do. He has that to show that he hasn't lost a step. I'm happy for Cam. I'm really happy for Cam. Shout out to Definition 2 for coming into the stream and commenting on the video on the live stream. Again, smash the like and hit the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate you, Definition 2, for coming through. Jay says Andy Reid won't take AB's shit. AB will bet AR would I said AB AR will bench him if it would come to that. I can see that. I can see that. If you think Antonio Brown does come back in the league and Deion Sanders does make a pitch for him, what team could possibly sign him? What team do you think would sign him if they were to take a chance on him? Um, Chiefs. Yeah, that's right. Lewis, Pat's trying to recover, but you can't finesse the finesse of Tom Brady. Well, that can't happen. Cam has just got to go in there and just play well. He's not going to do what Tom Brady did. Come on, you can't replace 6 Super Bowls like that. Nah, you mean they think they will be the Fantastic Four, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of LeBron? Yeah, probably. That's right, Chiefs fan. Y'all got the best team in the league. Patriots. Kevin says that they'll win the AFC East. I mean, I know it's going to be a battle between the Patriots and the Bills. I'm gonna say that. Top 5 wide receivers. Uh, that's right. Poseidon says unpopular opinion. Texas is going to be 10-6. They got speed everywhere. I actually got the Texans at 10 wins too. Um, I was upset when Bill O'Brien let go of DeAndre Hopkins, but I love what they brought back. What they brought back, I feel like the Texans got even better on offense. Now they have to improve their defense, and they need to. Obviously, their offensive line needs to be better for Deshaun Watson, but I really think the Texans on offense are going to be beasts this upcoming season. Deshaun's got weapons. He's got weapons. I predict that the Chiefs are going to be the next Patriots dynasty team of the NFL. Hmm. I wonder how many Super Bowls the Chiefs will win. I mean, they lost in the AFC Championship. And remember, they didn't have Kareem Hunt when they lost to Tom Brady, and the Pats. If they had Kareem Hunt, the Chiefs would have probably been back-to-back Super Bowl champions. You can make the case. Yeah, Superman Cam Newton. Yeah, that was Cam's nickname. You still have the Bucks? Okay. Um, Black Tiger says if the Bengals win the Super Bowl this year, this means I have a chance. Wow. We You would mean the Bengals have as much of a chance as winning a Super Bowl as you getting with Rihanna. Sheesh. But let me ask y'all, what do you guys think about Joe Burrow, you know, being drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals, and how do you think he's going to do, with the Bengals this upcoming season? I know it's going to be a struggle. The Bengals is just a bad environment. Seahawks AB, they signed Josh Gordon. Yeah. Well, I'm headed out, but I'm glad I showed up. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, kid. Peace out. Hey, chat. What's Pat's record of Cam's first season with the Pats? Um, I got the Pats going 10-6. 10-6. A lot of people were predicting 10-6. Some dudes said 9-7. I say 10-6. Good seeing all of you. Good seeing you too, man. Oh wow, that's funny. Yo, Black Tiger, you funny, man. He said Jameis Winston 30 for 30 special, 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. Yo, I actually like that signing for the Saints. So in case if Drew gets injured, you got another deep ball quarterback. And the fact that he's with Sean Payton is going to be huge for Jameis because I think he'll be able to make more intelligent throws and not intercept them and not throw interceptions so much because that's Jameis's biggest problem. The Bengals' odds of winning a Super Bowl will always be greater than your chances with her. Good luck to you. You will need it. If the Chiefs won 2018, they would have never fired the defensive coordinator. He was garbage. Yeah, I didn't like the defensive coordinator. And also the players that they picked up on defense during the season last year was also big, and they even got Terrell Suggs. And I'm surprised Terrell Suggs played as well as he did. And he won another Super Bowl. I can't wait for Terrell Suggs to get into the Hall of Fame. So what's plausible for Chiefs being like the 90s Cowboys and the dynasty team like the Pats? I mean, it's interesting, man. I'm wondering, how it's going to be. I'm really honestly thinking like how that's going to work, but could be possible. It's very possible. It's going to be difficult. We haven't seen a dynasty in the NFL since the Patriots because there's been more parity in the NFL. The Chiefs are going to have their core. That's going to be So that to me is going to be huge. Um, so it is possible. Joe Burrow, yeah, he is kind of being propped. He is. Pat's 11-5. God damn, that's being realistic. AJ Green being healthy will be able to help Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon. Yeah, my issue with AJ Green is he's such a talented wide receiver, man, but he just can't stay healthy. You'll still have us and you they already a dynasty. You probably want to say in the making, but not a dynasty as of yet. Let's see. Poseidon says, I know my Dodgers are gonna lose somehow. Oh, you mean for the World Series? Trying to get to the World Series. Well, listen, what happened to the Dodgers last year, having the best record in the league, and then lose the way they did to the Nationals? Yeah, that was messed up. Pat is the Pat's replacement dynasty. Wow, look at that. And Chiefs 16-0 because Cam got 15-1 with a bad receiving core in 2015. Hmm. Yeah, the strength of their team was their defense. Um, the Pats, well, they almost went. Will money come to play when you winning the championship team? Will Patrick Mahomes' ego be bigger with the coach of Chiefs? That's the thing that you also have to understand that money can play a factor. Um, Karam says that it's time for my Thunder to find a new name for the arena. I feel you. Again, smash the like, and hit that subscribe. He says Black Tiger says that Kaepernick can he can replace Jared Goff. Well, listen, Jared Goff had two very good Pro Bowl seasons, but I felt like with the offense around him helped. I mean, having Cooper Cup, having Todd Gurley when Todd Gurley was Todd Gurley healthy, it helped Jared Goff. He made two Pro Bowls, but he had a down year last year. My only question is, how is Jared Goff going to do now? Now that Gurley's not no longer there, so it's going to be interesting. This is a big year for Jared Goff because if he doesn't perform well, then that's just going to tell me that he was just as good with the weapons around him. I'm not really big on Jared Goff. I think he's all right, but I don't think he's that special. I don't think Jared Goff is that special, to be honest with you. Yeah, Chesapeake Energy Arena is going into bankruptcy. Really? Did not know that. Black Tiger was good. Was good. Joe Burrow has it to be successful. No, I agree. He has some Joe Montana Brady mentality about him. He has tools and he's humble, wants to get better at every turn. Well, that's the thing that you like in a quarterback, especially with a rookie quarterback coming in, the fact that he has a strong mentality and he wants to get better. You want quarterbacks like that coming into the league. So he has what it takes. Joe Burrow does have the tools. Is he getting a little overhyped? Yeah, but he has the talent. He does have the tools to be pretty good. So um, I don't like Jared Goff, man. Mahomes 4,600 yards, 53 touchdowns over under. Well, I don't know if he's throwing 50. I don't know if he's throwing 53 touchdowns, especially with how they're going to try to cover Mahomes. But I could see him getting another 4,000-yard season easy. I think he'll be close to 40 touchdowns. I'm predicting maybe 38 to 40 touchdowns for Patrick Mahomes. I don't think 50. I mean, their play calling is going to have to be that good, and his players are going to have to score that fast. And besides, on average, Mahomes is going to have to average anywhere from 4 to 5 touchdowns a game, per game if he's going to get to that mark. Anywhere from 3 to 5 touchdowns per game. He does that, then I can see Mahomes getting 50 touchdowns again. But I'm going to say under 53 touchdowns. The 4,600 yards, that's actually reasonable. So I could see that. But the 53 touchdowns, I'm going under. I'm going to say the most he gets probably next year is probably 40 touchdowns. I'm going to say 38 to 40. He said no cap. Yeah, I don't like Jared Goff. The Colts are going to be that teams that's going to be dangerous. Oh yeah, but I'm just a little iffy on Philip Rivers. I'm very iffy on Philip Rivers. I don't know how well he's going to perform. I know he's trying to have a bounce back year after playing like garbage last year. Um, I know they have some issues with Melvin Gordon and the Chargers with the contract issue. Um, but I don't like, but because the Colts they have talent on their team. That's a very talented football team. And with Jacoby Brissett, at one point they were 5-2. They had some injuries, and it kind of hurt them from them getting into the playoffs. That's another team that people don't are gonna that are sleeping on too. The Colts. That's another team. The Pats defense destroyed the Rams in that Super Bowl. Oh yeah, they only scored 3 points. I mean, the Patriots they just did just enough because the Rams defense actually was pretty good in that game too. It's just the Rams offense sucked. The Dodgers will be better without Kershaw. I know it's blasphemous, but it's the truth. I actually agree with you. Kershaw just cannot pitch in big games. He cannot pitch in big games. And he's starting to decline a little bit, to be honest with you, when I watch Clayton pitch. Thunder Stadium, new name should be We Can't Catch a Break Arena. Wow, look at that. The Colts are going to be a sneaky team with that offense. I agree, Poseidon. I agree. Did you see the PFF rank Burrow better than Mayfield? Burrow, I didn't. Oh, I didn't even see the PFF rank. Wow, this is how high they are on Burrow, even over Mayfield. And Mayfield had a good rookie year, his first year with the Browns. My Colts are going to make some big noises. Finally, we have a great quarterback after Luck, who was injury prone. Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm just hoping for your sake, Ryan, that they do something, man. I hope Philip has a bounce back year. Can't be garbage in the NFL, just not bringing it the way people believe he can. He is propped up though. Dak, you just need to sign a long term deal by July 15th. We'll see about that. Arena, I mean, facts at Chiefs 5,000 pat. Wow, she said 5,000 pat yards. This girl Layla, man. Kershaw is like Matthew Stafford. Why wonder they are best friends? Oh shoot. Damn, Jay pulling up with the big facts. Poseidon, do you think Rivers is going to get MVP mentions? Ooh, I don't think Phillip is going to have an MVP season. I think he'll have a comeback season. But I don't know about an MVP season. Jay says the Rams should have never been there against the Pats. The refs got that one wrong, and it was blatant. Look, I'm saying this again. It should have been Drew Brees against Tom Brady in the effing Super Bowl 2 years ago. I don't care what anybody says. It should have been Tom Brady against Drew Brees in the Super Bowl. The Saints gave them a better matchup, especially on offense. I love the move for Cam. Shout out to anybody like sports. And again, guys, go subscribe to his channel. He's also he just started his YouTube channel. So you guys could show him some love. And, depends on how the O line holds up for the Colts, Ryan. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I question the O line. And Phillip Rivers can't be taking that many hits as a 40-year-old because I fear that he's going to get injured. And then they're gonna have to go back to Jacoby Brissett, even though he played well. Because then also my fear is he also gets hurt because he had some injuries of his own last year. Um, I hope T.Y. Hilton stays healthy too, because the Colts have a pretty good offense. Appreciate that, Chiefs fan. He said, "Great stream, man. About 2 hours. Appreciate that." You think he has that level mentally? I think so. I'm glad the Pats didn't have to play the Saints that year. They were scary. I really felt that the Saints were going to beat the Pats in the Super Bowl had they faced them. I'm so mad that they got the Rams because of those blown calls. I hope Cam prove everybody wrong. Yeah, yeah. This is one of the biggest stories that I'm really looking forward to on Cam Newton. I really feel that him being in that system is really going to help him. I feel like he needs to really work on his mechanics because again, he zips the football really, really hard. So it's hard for the receivers to catch because he really throws it very hard. And again, you kind of question that his completion percentage in his career is 59%. But listen, what other quarterbacks haven't had a low completion percentage? But Again, he gives you a different dimension at quarterback, and I think that's going to be good. Um, Ryan says, "I believe we are going to have a Mahomes versus Jackson rivalry. Get your popcorn ready." Listen, I wish that was the AFC Championship last year. I wish. Poseidon says, "Damn, you should take a water break, man. Respect for the chat. Sub and smash that like button." Oh no, I already drank water, so I'm good. I've drunk, I've been drinking water in between, so I'm good, man. But appreciate that, Poseidon. He says Mayfield is solid, but hits a wall versus top tier teams going back to at least the OU days. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Right, your team is the Colts. Nah, 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 nah. Still love you. If the Packers screw up again, buy Mr. Rogers. I mean, this might be it for Aaron Rodgers, man. This might be it for him. He's got to play well this year. He's 40, MVP, only Tom Brady at Pat. We were robbed of Rodgers and Brady in 2014. Oh, absolutely. And Breeze in 2018. Yep. Cam won't be able to bring back the Superman move. Bill won't be down with that. Whoa, why you hating, Layla? I thought we was family. Saints or Bucks? For the division, I got the Saints. I got the Saints winning that division. I hope the defense players destroy Drew Brees. Oh yeah, considering what happened with the whole situation, that's what Black Tiger's talking about. Phillip Rivers is an interception machine. That's my concern with Phillip Rivers, man. That he will be throwing those interceptions, and like I said, the fact that he's 40, and if he's healthy, we should have gotten for the legendary matchup in Super Bowl history. We should have gotten all along Rodgers versus Brady. She said water break. Layla having a certain mentality and consistently producing is two different things. Montana and Brady produce. Where Burrow, we will see. Burrow will have that Montana Brady pressure on him. Are donations not required? They are not required. You can donate if you want to. You don't have to, Chiefs fan. You don't have to because I don't have Cash App. I also have PayPal if you want PayPal. Um, if you have PayPal, I can do that. The AFC Championship between the Pats and the Chiefs was one of the best. It came down to a player on the Chiefs going offsides to lose that game. I agree. Still love you, Rod. Just the Colts, I don't know because I really want to donate. I feel you, man. No. Phillip Rivers has a great O line, Karam. But I'm talking about Phillip Rivers' decision making is what's gonna really tell me something. Also, like I said, I'm afraid that he's gonna get hurt, and he's 40. That's the thing. The Colts are relying on a 40-year-old quarterback, a damn near 40-year-old quarterback. That's my thing. I still think that Phillip Rivers can have a chance and have a bounce back year. And yes, the Colts do have a very good offensive line. Poseidon says, "Do you think AJ Green is going to get in the Hall of Fame? He's got 7 Pro Bowls." Whew, good question. Good question. I say that if he does get in the Hall of Fame, it's obviously not going to be first ballot. It's probably going to be second or third. He does have 7 Pro Bowls. Has AJ Green ever made All Pro? That I can 100% agree with. You know you are a bandwagon Chiefs fan. I still love you anyway. Donations are required, cheapos. Come on, donate for water break. AJ Green will be a borderline Hall of Famer. His career is kind of like Chad Johnson, injury prone and not enough peak years. Yeah, that's my thing. If he does get in, to me, it's a little shaky. No, Rivers has got experience. But how many experienced quarterbacks have we seen still not be able to play well? Yeah. And AJ Green, yeah, he should get out of Cincy for real. I don't know how he's been able to deal with that organization for that long. The Bengals should trade. You know what? What team could use the services of an AJ Green? Because I still think he's a talented wide receiver. Rodgers should go to the best defensive team on the rise if he leaves Green Bay. But what team is that, though? Get AJ Green out of Cincy. Oh yeah. Is Frank Gore Hall of Fame? What about Eli Manning? Okay, Frank Gore. Some people believe that he's not a Hall of Famer. He's been a consistent running back, but he's never had a standout season. I know he was able to get 1,000 plus yards on a couple of bad teams. But the thing with Frank Gore is, I think he will get in, but I think it's going to be second or third. I think it's going to be second or third ballot for him. He won't get on his first year of eligibility because I never felt like he was a dominant running back. I think he was a consistent running back, but I don't think he was a dominant running back. And the thing is, what is going to help him is that he passed Barry Sanders, in rushing all time. So that is gonna make his case. But I don't know if he's gonna go there. I don't think he's a first ballot. I think he'll go second or third. Is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer? I know, I know. Listen, I think Eli is one. He has things going for him in terms of making the Hall. So he has cases for him. I know some people don't feel that way. They feel like Eli is, kind of overrated, but because of the fact that he was only a 500 starter, but I can make a case of why Eli is a Hall of Famer, and I think he is. Remember, he's a Manning, so he's going to go in. Trust me, you don't think that his brother and his dad will campaign for him to go in too? I think Eli was good. I mean, he never was the best quarterback in the league. I mean, but I think in his 14, I mean, if we're looking at Eli's peak, he was top 10 in passing yards, I think 7 out of 14 seasons. I think he doesn't have an all pro, and I think he's only been to the Pro Bowl 4 times. But AJ Green to the Steelers, ooh, AJ Green to the Steelers, that would take a lot of pressure off of Juju Schuster, though. I would love for him to be on the Steelers. Hell, I'd love for him to be on my Giants. I think if he's healthy, he can. A healthy AJ Green, yes. Palomado is not in the Hall of Fame, but he should be in. He should be first ballot. Hmm. Rodgers should go where it's warm, and that team could be a possible contender with him. All right, so Aaron, what do you guys think with Aaron Rodgers going to the Miami Dolphins? That's warm weather. Their team is kind of, I'm not going to say that's on the rise, but they got some nice little weapons over there in Miami. He's got a Devontae Parker there. I mean, but the only issue is that Tua is supposed to possibly be the franchise quarterback. That would kind of only be the issue there. Eli is like Rocky Balboa. He looks sleepy but packs a wallop. I mean, but he did perform well in the playoffs. I will say that. Eli did pretty good in the playoffs. In the 2 Super Bowls, his regular season stats don't look like what he did in the playoffs in his 2 Super Bowl runs. And I said 2 Super Bowl runs. Gore was the 49ers in the mid 2000s too. Why people hate on Gettleman? He made some nice moves. No, Gettleman made some really good moves. I really like our draft too. After what he did to the current limited time GOAT, Eli deserves to be in the Hall. Maybe not once, but twice. He's in history. Hall of Fame material. Did Eli beat Brady twice in the Super Bowl? That's a solid Hall of Fame conversation starter. That's true. Exactly. 2 of Brady's 3 losses were to Eli Manning. And I know he had a good defense behind him, but let's face it, how many quarterbacks with a good defense can make the type of throws that Eli made in those 2 Super Bowls? Now, yeah, there were some plays where there was some big plays and there were some catches, but all right, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in a couple of minutes, I'm about to stop the stream. I want to thank everybody for taking the opportunity to come with me, talk some NFL football. I just had to do this breaking news with Cam Newton getting into the Hall of Fame. I mean, I'm sorry, I said get into the Hall of Fame. I meant to say sign with the New England Patriots for a 1-year deal. Black Tiger says Aaron Rodgers to the Chargers, to the Raiders, Bills, or Bears. I don't want to see him go to the Bills because he'll be back in cold weather again, even though he's got Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen is there. So I don't see him with the Bills. He could go to the Bears, but they're lacking wide receivers. And the fact is Jimmy Graham was just on, his team. So they lack tight. They really lack a receiving core. They don't really have they need to get a younger at tight end, and they don't really have wide receivers. The Bears have a good defense, though. Thought you were a Patriots fan all this time. I'm a Cowboys fan. Nah, I just wanted to do this breaking news because I'm happy with Cam, to come in. I respect the Patriots. I'm not a Pats fan. But look at that. You're an NFC East rival, so there you go. He lost to Nick Foles, man, because Belichick sacked. Yeah, I didn't like the fact. Why was it that Malcolm Butler sat? I do not understand that. My next video is going to be tomorrow, Ryan. It's going to be on the documentary on the decision with LeBron James tomorrow. Aaron Rodgers to the Chargers. Interesting. Great stream. He says, I got to go. See you tomorrow. Take care, Chiefs fan. Appreciate you. Chargers would be nasty with Aaron Rodgers. I'm not sold on golf on the Rams. Nope, not at all. Lucky throws and catches to Mario Manningham and Tyree. I mean, that was a one play, but he played well throughout the game, though. He played well throughout the game. Those are just momentum plays, but he played well throughout the game. The only team I can't stand in the division is the Eagles. Yep. I don't like the Pats, but now I'm all for them. Shout out to Giants Alliance, man. Can you guys do me a favor and go subscribe to the Giants Alliance channel? Please make sure you do. Like I said, he's producing great content. He's really passionate about Giants football. And if you guys would like, again, make sure to go subscribe to his channel. And, I really want him to get his subscribers up there. So if you guys can, go subscribe to the Giants Alliance and show him appreciation. Giants, he says, yo, Pats are a perfect situation for Cam. He will be highly motivated and could surprise people this season. No, I agree with you, Giants. I think that for him being out of the league, especially with the way his falling out happened with the Panthers, being with Bill Belichick and that system, I think we're going to get the best out of Cam Newton. I think, and we were giving predictions on how many touchdowns, how many interceptions he was going to have, how many rushing yards he's going to have. I think he helps the Pats compete for that division against the Bills. I still say that this is no excuse for the Bills because this is still, for me, their opportunity to show the Pats that they're the new kids on the block on this division. But I still feel like the Pats have a better opportunity now that he's signed with them. So that's big. Shout out to Tyree in the building. And again, congratulations to Tyree on his son. Congratulations on that. He says that the Pats will win more than the Bucks. Rodgers versus Brady would be dope. I told you, I love me some Saquon Barkley, man. Eagles say they'd rather win one bowl their way than win 6 with the Pats way. As a Pats fan, I say, okay. Yeah, listen, man. The Eagles would trade their 1 for those 6. Cowboys fans ain't that bad. Some of us are delusional, but that's it. Hey, at least you keeping it real, Poseidon. At least you keeping it real. I appreciate that. Shout out to Derek Davis. He says the Browns don't have a coach. I'm gonna head out. Great stream. All right, appreciate you, Poseidon. Appreciate you coming through. Shout out to Derek Davis in the chat. He says the Browns don't have a coach. Yes, Tyree is a daddy. That's right. Wait, Layla, you a Cowboys fan? What are you a fan of? Uh, yeah, no, yeah, I agree with you. All right, no problem. Derek Davis says that the Browns don't have a coach. Yeah, they gotta get their head coach. Um, but like I said, I'm expecting some big things from the Browns this year, and I can't wait to see when they go up against the Steelers and the Ravens in those AFC North matchups. Those are going to be fun. Those are going to be fun. Um, so shout out to Derek Davis, and like I said, guys, if you haven't, make sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure to like the video. I think this, and again, guys, for those people that are using StreamYard, you can now do StreamYard on your phone and tablets. I'm just giving you guys the update on that. I've been doing this thing the whole time on my phone. My phone has actually held up in terms of my battery, so I got to give it up for that. Yeah, I agree with you, Giants. I think the Bills are a much more talented team right now when it comes to talent. I still think that this is their division to win. And I picked the Bills to win this division. The Pats are going to make it interesting, though. The Detroit Lions can be like the 49ers of last season. I heard some people talking about it, and Stafford is healthy now. Too bad. I'm hating. The best thing the Cowboys did was get rid of Jason Garrett. Years overdue. I feel bad for Giants fans, though. Unless Barkley looks like Barry Sanders, Giants will have a long season with Garrett. I mean, Garrett's the offensive coordinator, so that's at least good. He's not the head coach. Like I said, I like our weapons on offense. We don't have a number one receiver. Well, like I said, we got a couple of number twos on our team. I'm hoping Evan Ingram could stay healthy. I think in healthy Evan Ingram, he could be big for us. And the thing is, the key to Saquon is gonna be our offensive line. Um, oh wow, that's his name, Tyree Dion. Tyree Dion Love the second. Cool, nice. I mean, everybody's an uncle. I'm about to be Uncle Lou. Tyree, tell your new baby boy that Uncle Lou says hi. Who's more ignorant, Cowboy fans or the Barbs? Yeah, he was a dream. He says Barkley reminds me of a bigger Barry Sanders. He low key kind of looks a little bit. He kind of do. I mean, Tyree, since everybody's calling themselves uncles out here, I might as well do it too. Uncle Lou says hi. Andy Dalton might take Dak's job. I think that's a very interesting situation. Dak is asking for more money. He wants guaranteed money. The Cowboys, I know they're trying to give him a deal, but I know that it's going to be. Like I said, I'm skeptical still of the fact that we got him, but at the least he's offensive coach. If he shows any indication of bad play calling, then he'll be out of a job very quick with the Giants. Because I was very iffy on the hire to begin with. I'm like, he just spent damn near what 8 seasons as the head coach for the Cowboys. Yeah, I think Andy Dalton is a good quarterback. And I think Andy Dalton is there to really put pressure on Dak because I don't know if they're going to take that chance on him. Because think about it. If Dak doesn't perform well, that gives the Jerry Jones a reason to not pay Dak any guarantee money, and they get Andy Dalton on the cheap. Garrett has been removed. She cherry picking. Stop hating. Can I just see the Cowboys win, Jerry Jones? Yeah, y'all need to talk to your boy Jerry Jones, man. Because that dude is something else. That dude is something else when it comes to that. I thought Dalton would have stayed with the Bengals and mentor Joe Burrow. Well, I thought so too until he decided to go to that team. I was surprised he went over there. But it is what it is. And I hope you guys like the thumbnail that I put with Cam Newton. I hope you guys appreciate that. I thought Dalton would have stayed with the Bengals. Yep. Please don't be like James Dolan. For real. On God. Andy Dalton is a good quarterback, and he took that sorry Bengals to the playoffs 4 times. And they had some good defensive teams. They just didn't have a really good offense. I was really surprised he was able to take them that far. Maybe that's why Matthew Stafford, to me, has pressure. Excuse me. I mean, Yep. Karam was good. All right. Take care, Ryan. See you later, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry Jones, man, he's just terrible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put a stop to this stream. I appreciate everybody coming through on this stream and being here with me 2+ hours. Shout out to the new subscribers that subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate that. And I'm just happy and excited for Cam Newton coming on to the Patriots. I'm just glad that he's on a football team again. And I know that he has a lot to prove, but I know that Cam is going to do very well in that system with Bill Belichick, and he's going to get the best out of Cam. We're going to see a much more smarter QB. And like I said, man, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you to everybody. This was a wonderful stream. I appreciate all of you coming through. And let me just look at some chats before I call it a night. Take care. See you guys. Oh yeah, he was very, yeah. Like I said, I'm still surprised that. Oh please, I don't want to see James Dolan buy the Giants. Please, it's already bad enough that he's ruined my Knicks. I'm not disrespecting running back all the time. He's just saying that he just kind of reminds you a little bit. I'll check out the channel for sure. All right, Cowboys were the dynasty back in the day. Oh, absolutely. All right, Jay. Take care, guys. All right, so from your boy, the Lewis Sports Network, thank you guys for being part of this breaking news. We chat together, we stream together, family for life, as Ryan always says. And from the Lewis Sports Network, as I always say, is bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching. Like the videos, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys are sharing it on your social media outlets. I truly appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful night, and we are back with some more live streams tomorrow night. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Deuces, everybody. And again, for new subscribers, thank you for coming through. And also, make sure you guys are sharing these live streams on your social media. Share these on your social media. Truly appreciate it, man. Peace out. Oh, and shout out to Alex Sports, man, for coming through. Again, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Again, appreciate you guys coming through. Crazy day for sports. I agree with you, Alex. I definitely agree. Crazy, crazy day. But shout out to Cam being with the Patriots. All right, guys. So take care. Take care, guys. I'll be back on with the next one.